What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. It is me, and they call me Heat, back with another video. Please make sure you guys subscribe. Make sure you like this video. Also, follow me on Instagram at TheycallmeHeat. That is where I post a lot of my content, a lot of my personal stuff, a lot of my, just normal, just day-to-day stuff. Follow me on Twitter at _TheycallmeHeat. I'm basically going to be showing you guys how to make boom bap drums or how to program boom bap drums. And a lot of people have been wanting to know how to go about boom bap drums. So I'm showing you guys how to program those today. So let's go ahead and get into the video. When you think of boom bap, like you have to have these specific type of drums. Well, that's just a myth, because you can take trap drums and you can make a boom bap beat out of a boom bap beat out of trap drums if you want to do it that way. So it's not limited to specific types or specific style of drums. It's really more so how you program the drums more than anything. Specifically right now, I have hip hop drums. You would consider them hip hop drums. Like I have a kick here. We got a snare. Another snare. Just because I didn't know which one would fit with the sample. And then I have a hi-hat. I have the sample here, and it's like a gospel sample. I'll play it for you. And I'm not for sure. I think this came from Machine Masters, the Ghetto Gospel 2 sample pack. So I think that's where that came from. Shout out to Machine Masters if so. I think that's where that is, where I got that from. So I'm going to show you guys kind of how to lay it down. It's really all in the programming of the drums. So I want you guys to really pay attention to what it looks like on my piano roll, and just kind of listening to, how I lay these down. So let's lay a drum pattern down, and then I'll drop a sample on top of it. But let's start with the kick first. And what I like to do on the kick is I like to have it set at 16 level. So basically, pad 16 is my highest kick. Pad 1 is pretty much little to none. It's like no kick at all. But you have different velocities of the actual kick. So as you can see, the kick here is pretty much like very low, and that's how you like it. You want it to boom, because that's how a drummer is gonna hit that pedal when they're playing, and that's kind of what you want to think about when you're programming boom bap drums. Is what would a live drummer do? Boom, 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 boom. You know what I mean? And you don't want it so on point. That's why I always talk about no quantizing. Now I quantize this specifically because I know what I want to do. I always tell you guys my kick and my snare are pretty much the only things that are quantized. Now, when it comes to these lower notes, those are called ghost notes. So we want those ghost notes to be a little bit staggered off time a little bit. So boom, boom, you know what I mean? So let's go change those and move those over a little bit. And what I like to do in order to change those over after I got them highlighted is I'll hold shift, and you can hit the arrow keys, and I go to the right. So I'll take them off, probably moving it about 12 steps. And we'll see what that sounds like. And that's pretty much how you get a kick, a boom bap kick. Like I told you, I have 2 snares. I don't know which snare is going to work best on the sample. So we'll just lay that snare down, and once I get the sample laid down, then I'll go back and figure out which one works best with that sample. All right, so let's try this out. Now, again, snare and kick are the only things that are quantized except those ghost notes. The ghost notes are off. I took those off time, staggered those. I don't want those on time. But the snare, moving the snares steps ahead of time. Instead of having it right on point, you move it back a little bit. So I'm going to show you what it sounds like with them on point, and then I'm going to kind of pull them back a little bit so that you can really feel that vibe. And I pulled those back, I would say about 6. I moved them back 6 steps. So like I was saying, holding the shift and then moving left or right, I moved those back about 6 steps. So now we're going to lay the hi-hat down, but with the hi-hat, I'm not going to quantize, okay? So let's see what it sounds like when I don't quantize that hi-hat pattern. And same concept, the hi-hat, same. It's kind of like I said, it's all about being a live drummer. What would a live drummer do? So now I have an open hi-hat that I'm going to drop in there real quick as well. Just kind of before the snare a couple times, and then we'll go move on to the sample. Again, no quantize. Like, I really want y'all to understand how, like, I don't want to quantize anything. I really want that live feel, right? So now, I got the sample chopped up. So that's pretty much the sample. We can chop that up. I'm going to time stretch it a little bit to get it to match with the actual track or the session here. With the sample, I will quantize that, but then I always drag it off time. I never keep it together. So I'm dragging this and moving this over after I quantize and make sure everything is on point. Then I'm gonna move it over. Boom bap. Just that simple. You know what I'm saying? You really don't need a lot at all. Like, I just want y'all to understand that boom bap, it's really a feeling. It's like not something that you really have to think so much about. It's really, you know, what would a drummer do? What would, you know what I'm saying? What would Questlove do? Think about Questlove. Think about some of the great drummers that are out there. How would they program their drums on this sample or this piano riff that I have? What would they do? That's something that you want to think about when you're creating boom bap, because again, guys, it's really just about a feeling. I can't stress that enough. Boom bap is not boom, bap, kick, snare, although it can be, but at the end of the day, boom bap is more so about a feeling and how you program those drums. And as you saw, that's how you program, or that's how I program my boom bap drums. I hope this helped you guys, and I hope that you guys like this too. We could get further into it and drop a bass line on there, but really I wanted to really get to the point of showing you guys how to do a boom bap beat. Let's hear what it sounds like again though. boom bap to the death. You already know. And until next time, y'all, thank you for watching. Please make sure you guys give this video a thumbs up. Make sure you comment below your thoughts. Tell me if you like the video. Tell me how you like the video. Tell me if this helped you, okay? Make sure you subscribe. Tell your mama to subscribe. Tell your grandmas to subscribe. Tell your brother to subscribe. Tell everybody to subscribe and watch these videos, okay? I love all of y'all. Peace and love. And until next time, y'all.